All right, so let's talk a little bit about phase one of healing from Chinese medicine, which is called the wood phase. And this phase, you are making way for new life. It's new beginning, that growth and renewal. So if your body's been shut down for a really long time and stagnant, you got to start to slowly get things moving again, right? So for me, everything was stagnant. Nothing was flowing. The candida was stuck up in my system. And I needed to get things flowing. I needed to get my blood flowing. I needed to prepare my body to actually be able to detox. And what is beautiful about this process is when I started taking the supplements that it recommended for me, for my symptoms and systemic candida, instead of killing the candida, it was making my stomach an environment where that candida did not want to live. And so I started to detox, I would say 4 to 5 months, maybe even 6. And what's really, really important is to understand is this takes time, right? So it's not an overnight thing, but if you see progress and you start to feel better, you stick with the plan, right? So the only symptoms that I got when I started taking these supplements was I started to feel really dry, the specific ones for me. It's going to be different for everybody depending on what thing you're dealing with, right? Absolutely worked. And there's things that you could take to balance it out. Like I took a little bit too much initially and it made me feel real dry. My eyes got really dry. And so I would eat a baked apple and it kind of balanced it out. So there's things you can do to balance it out. But for me, it was wow, it's working. It's working for the first time. I've never been able to detox in this way before, and it was phenomenal. So also in this phase, you are soothing your nervous system, which has just been in fight or flight, and you're calming your digestion. So you don't fully get out of fight or flight at this point, but you start to calm your system. And that's important to understand too, is if you've got chronic illness, severe chronic illness like I did, you're in a permanent state of fight or flight and you can't really get out of it. And so you're going to have a lot of anxiety. You have a lot of racing thoughts. You go to bed and your head is spinning, right? You can't turn it off. And so you start to actually get relief for the very first time, which is really, really phenomenal.